Headline roundup and media bias tracker all in one. I do both, just in case you didn't know, for December 26th, 2023. We'll get to this here. Elon Musk responds to apocalyptic new Tesla moment from Netflix. Yeah, he responded. He said, hey, look, he said Teslas can charge from solar panels, even if the world goes fully Mad Max and there is no gasoline. To which one person even pointed out, Teslas are much more of a survivalist vehicle than dyno burners. The notion that a survivalist community can refine oil to gasoline or even produce biodiesel from crops is not realistic. And they added, if there's ever an extended power outage, you want to have a BEV that you can recharge with stationary batteries, wind, or solar, not gas. All good stuff. And this one from 9 days ago. Come on. If you want to see coverage on this, go look at the previous 9 days of videos. The next generation of humanoid robots makes its debut. That's great. We're talking about robot. Oh, look, we've got some tabloids in the mix. Tesla factory worker attacked by robot that dug its claws into his back. Tesla robot attacks an engineer. So let's look at those because they're terrible. Oh, actually, I missed that one. Let me go back to that. Elon Musk didn't drive away Tesla buyers, at least before his latest big blunder. Let's cover that real quick. His latest big blunder is the heat map showing that people are now concerned about his anti-Semitic remarks. And they weren't his remarks. He retweeted what someone had posted on X and deeply regrets it. He apologized for that. So looking at the other one here, we've got the New York Post, sticking to their tabloid roots, dug its claws into the back and arm. So what happened was in Texas, and the Daily Fail is doing the same thing here, attacks engineer at company during violent malfunction, leaving trail of blood, forcing workers to hit the emergency shutdown button. You know, the button that they were supposed to hit the first time and forgot to. What a tabloid. What a rag. What had happened was they were in a cage doing work on robots. There were 3 robots in the cage, and one of them had not been powered down. And the article even added, I think it was in this one, that is it down here? That the worker didn't even have to take time off work. Might have been in the other one. Anyway, the worker didn't even have to take time off work. The injury was not significant enough. Tabloid, doing tabloid things. Next generation of Tesla's humanoid robot makes its debut. Oh, that's where we were. Tesla stock is up on one of its most volatile days. That's a positive. Trends towards record quarter in China, and Tesla bull raises price target. All positive. Recall. Come on. It's over-the-air update. You know better. Driver in custody after Tesla crashes and burns on Interstate 65. See, these things are so rare that they make the news. And this, shameless, WSFA. Piper Sandler expects Tesla to post 507,000 deliveries. That's a big one. This clown is back. Again, this was a story from last September. Yeah, September a year ago. This is a year-old story, but Unilad making hay with a juicy story that is, complete BS. Time for Tesla to start looking seriously into Africa. A proposed approach. Be neat. This is a beautiful wrap, by the way. Tesla hackers weigh in. We've been covering this for more than 3 days. Tesla Cybertruck manufacturing is a disaster. No, it isn't. Very negative. One massive change that investors must know about, it's that the credits are being reduced because you need more domestic content to qualify for the same stuff. Morgan Stanley says an upside maintenance cost 3 days. I swear it's longer than 3 days. It bounces from site to site. It's a neutral headline. Recall. Good insurance registration numbers. This is just a production metric, really. Tesla nearby point with rival BYD set to claim the EV crown. And I think that's where it ended. Yes. Unfortunate. This next one would have been a good one, but that's the 25 we've got for Tesla. Let's look at our numbers. Negative 12, a very good day for Tesla, with a trailing 7-day of negative 26. We were afraid that negative 50 was going to be the baseline, but if we look, we'll see that the red line is the 7-day average, and it started at negative 50 and it has trended upward. This is Tesla's third best showing since the tracker began. So let's take a look at our second topic, Rivian. More good news for Rivian investors at Tesla's expense. It's about their upcoming compact truck and SUV. That'd be great. Tesla already has a compact SUV that's pretty popular, but they don't have a compact truck, nor have stated any plans for a compact truck. I hope there is a compact truck built on the compact platform, but we shall see. It would sell. Anything they make will sell. This guy can sell burnt hair perfume. He could sell a compact truck, but at this point, there's no plan to do so. Skip the Cybertruck. Here's the R1T. Rivian might have to announce so this is positive. Then we get to the negative ones. Airbag recall. That's a negative headline. Manufacturers don't make their own airbags. They buy them from one of only a handful of companies. When those companies have a failure, they generally result in airbag recalls across all cars, across a wide swath of the industry. The whole market feels it. If they're using the same airbags Toyota was using, it'd be the same part that's being recalled. R1T owner says his truck has been out for repairs for 8 months. That's brutal. Apparently, he got in a little fender bender at an intersection and needed to replace the fender cam. To swap out the side view camera, the body shop had to take the interior apart, yank out the seats, and dismantle the dashboard to replace the entire wiring harness. This is not well designed for failure. They need to correct this immediately if they haven't. Otherwise, it's going to result in real problems for the brand. Something I imagine they're already working on or have already remedied, but it's definitely a negative headline, even though it's justified. Best EV stocks, Rivian versus Lucid. Doesn't say which one, therefore the headline is neutral. Drone footage captures accelerated production of electric vans. Yeah, we saw drone footage with 100, 200 vans in a logistics lot, ready to be shipped to Amazon. That's exciting. Best EV stocks, the same headline again, but from a different source, from the same author. There may be a price war coming. Here's why Rivian can win it. That's a positive headline. I don't buy it, but it's positive. More good news for Rivian investors, the same one, I assume, from the same author. Daniel Miller on Yahoo and The Motley Fool. You put the headline up twice, I'm going to count it twice. Ross Gerber after getting a new Rivian R1S. I'm bored of the Model Y. Well, Ross Gerber is a fancy man with a fancy plan, and he needs fancy cars to make that all make sense. Good for you, Ross. I hope you're happy. Your R1S, it's a very cool truck. It'll definitely turn more heads than a Model Y. AT&T and Rivian team up to reduce CO2 emissions and enable smart connected vehicles. That's great. Same one. This is the dominating story, giving them the most upside today. But the upstart second model is actually the better one. I hope it is. This is a positive headline, but I hope it is. You've learned lessons with the first one that if you're not implementing in the second one, you're doing something wrong. Should you buy Rivian Automotive stock? Neutral. AT&T, Rivian shares pop as the U.S. eyes tariffs for Chinese EVs. Eyes tariffs. I mean, it's already 27.5% import tax. That's pretty substantial. Let's see. Valuation quandary. That we're still going. Clayco picked for $5 billion EV plant in Georgia. This is where they would build the forthcoming smaller pickup and SUV. Raptor versus Rivian head-to-head. Neutral. No conclusion in the headline. Great. This is what a headline should be and would be, all things being equal, but clickbait really sells, so there you go. Wall Street dives into Rivian's EV strategy. Neutral. Their strategy is reasonable, to be determined if it will work. Bone stock Rivian R1T takes historic Rebel Rally win. So Bone stock, so this is a positive headline, clearly. Bone stock Rivians only come one way, loaded. I guess they come two ways, loaded and loaded to the gills. A base model Rivian is still a very capable truck, comparable to a mid to upper mid market from a legacy manufacturer. Bone stock is sensational for the sake of, I assume, clicks, but it is dishonest. $5 billion expansion plan moving forward. It's a trending stock. Here's what you need to know. Neutral. It is trending, but before you bet on it. The compact, the smaller one, I guess. And lastly is Ford's big move, a red flag for Rivian. Let's see what we got here. By the way, the facts you needed to know before betting on it is all the things you already know. It's an upstart, there's competition, all that good stuff. And the smaller truck will be its breakthrough. But yeah, is Ford's big move a red flag? The big move, the answer is no. It's a negative headline, but it's a no. The big move is there is no move. They could make a smaller truck or SUV. That's the news. And they even said, well, Ford is cutting its EV truck production. That's not a great sign. So that's ridiculous. So taking a look at it, I didn't do the week over week change. Apologies, this number is wrong. I'll fix it in post. But the weekly change is none. So the number here is 0. Week over week change is 0. Flat, dead flat on the week. So we're seeing some trends emerge. 3 data points is not a lot of data points, especially when the data itself is a bit subjective. This is more of a qualitative measure than a quantitative measure, but I'm still quantifying it because spreadsheets be my jam. We can see patterns emerging. Things like Neuralink being dead flat, things like Rivian being awfully flat, at least over the past week. And this one was a predicted change. GM, when they had the layoffs, got a lot of bad press, and boom, they're right back into I'd say pretty good territory, better than Tesla's numbers. Nobody gets a worse average than Tesla. So we shall see how it goes over time. But this is already shaping up to be a bit fun. There are some hopefully new benefits coming. A user has been gracious enough to share with me a little bit of code that might make this much more insightful. I will try to get it working and tinkered with. I'm going to be out of town for CES coming up real soon, so hopefully that doesn't cause any problems or delays. But we shall find out very, very soon. Stay tuned and juicy, all that good stuff, and I'll talk to you soon.